Episode 277. The memory of their team, wiped just half an hour ago, kept replaying in the minds of these five. For them, it was anything but a pleasant recollection. Even with a numbers advantage, calling for backup was already a huge blow to their pride as top players. But they didn't even last long enough for help to arrive. They were utterly crushed by their opponents in mere minutes. They came specifically to compete with Lord Grimm for the dungeon record, but now they've been utterly crushed in a direct confrontation. If word of this spreads within the guild, how can they possibly maintain their status as top-tier experts? And if this gets out, we'll just be a laughingstock, all talk, no action. Take that Riverside Willow as a cautionary tale. This newly risen expert from Orchid Creek Pavilion has been steadily building his reputation in the heavenly domain too. If he had a chance to start over, he'd never have issued that challenge to Lord Grimm. Even if he absolutely had to fight, he would have used an alt account. But he didn't get a second chance. So he issued the challenge, and he did it under his own name. Rao and Chuyang challenged Lord Grimm, and the outcome was a foregone conclusion. He lost and lost spectacularly, with the whole world watching. The video of him getting instantly deleted is already spreading like wildfire online. Since that afternoon, Raoyang Chuilio hasn't logged on once. A wise decision. Over in the priest domain, who knows how many people are 100% ready to mock him. Even among Jiang Yu's 4 buddies, 2 of them couldn't stand Ardodo and Chuyeo Amgi and were just waiting to mock him in the world channel. Ardon Chuyu Anke might have gone into hiding, avoiding the sight of these taunts. But this tragedy of his was one he could never escape. Thinking of Riverbank Willow, Jiang Yu and his crew counted themselves lucky. At least they were wearing disguises. At least they hadn't been utterly defeated in front of a watching crowd. Lord Grimm is formidable. Anyone who can't see that is no longer worthy of being called a master. Yet, Jiang Yu and the others still desperately wanted to salvage their pride. For the past half hour, they'd been dissecting Lord Grimm's team's tactical coordination, the sheer nuisance of his unspecialized class, and how to finally bring them down. Of course, they were also keenly interested in news about Lord Grimm's team, constantly waiting for Cold Night River crossing to bring word. But what they ended up getting wasn't news about Lord Grimm. It was news about a wild Boas. What about Lord Grimm? Jiang Yu, however, was concerned about Lord Grimm. Naichil was taken aback. Lord Grimm was just on the broadcast. How did Jiang Yu miss that? What are those 5 up to right now?
Lord Grimm's in the dungeon. He just broke the record again.
Naichil Cold Pool had no choice but to report the truth.
The record.
Jiang Yu was startled. He hurriedly flipped open the record rankings and glanced at one, Line Gorge. Then he let out a sigh of relief.
Huh, this result doesn't seem all that great. Yeah, pretty average. I figure they probably haven't started trying yet.
If we wait for them to make their move, it'll be too late.
Did you confirm their location this time? Not yet. What's taking so long?
Even through text, Cold Pond Crossing could hear the heavy, irritable tone in Jiang Yu's words tonight.
Earlier, we don't know how they slipped past our scouts and ducked into the dungeon. They still have 1 dungeon run left. Guard the entrance. Once they're out, keep tabs on their movements. At least this time, they won't be able to duck back inside. If we guard the canyon exit, we'll find them in One Line Canyon, eventually. Right? What about the wild bus?
Let's go. Should we call anyone else?
No need.
Too many people will draw attention. Deep down, Jiang Yu was burning to prove that they were the real deal. True masters. Tue. Anyone's testimony will do. Naichil didn't press the issue. A large group would indeed be inconvenient, as they were currently guarding the entrance to One Line Gorge. If tyrannical ambition marched a whole army in there, it would definitely raise eyebrows. As for a 5-man team, that's easy to explain away. A new record's been set in the Line Canyon dungeon. It's been posted. Ye Xiu, however, immediately led the 4 away.
We can't keep farming this.
He knew they'd slipped past everyone going in, but he couldn't be sure if anyone watching had spotted them coming out. He didn't want to finish the dungeon next time only to find the entrance swarming with players from the 7 great guilds, waiting to wipe them out. He led his 4 teammates away from the crowded dungeon entrance, sticking to deserted paths. Anyone without a guild tag above their head could easily be a major guild player hiding their identity. After a winding route spent clearing minor mobs, he finally led the group to a very secluded spot. A quick glance around confirmed it, not a soul in sight. Ye Xiu felt a pang of regret. I should have run it one more time. No one was tailing them, which meant there were no players from the 7 great guilds at the dungeon entrance to begin with.
Going now would be too risky.
So Mo Cheng said.
Yeah, just gonna grind some levels for a bit.
In that case, I'll log off first.
Me too.
Me too. Qiao Yifan quickly added, explaining that as professional players, they didn't have that kind of free time.
Alright, go on then.
Ye Xiu, of course, didn't stop them. After bidding farewell to the group, the 2 logged off. That left Ye Xiu, Tang Ru, and Bao Zi, 3 night owls who wouldn't log off until the break of dawn.
Let's keep moving and stay alert. They might have scouts out looking for us.
Keep your eyes peeled, Ye Xiu instructed, and the trio pressed on, clearing the canyon map as they went. The mobs here weren't as tough as the ones in the dungeon, but they made for decent practice targets. Ye Xiu designed specific training drills for the 2 of them, watching and guiding as they fought. The desolate one, Line Gorge, was cleared out by the 3 of them, one stretch at a time. Ahead, the path forked. Just as he was checking the map to pick a route, his view shifted, and he suddenly spotted something.
Well, isn't that the legendary field boss?
The wild beface of One Line Valley, the Salt Ronin Open, is undoubtedly the strongest being on this map. Dressed in a black robe and shouldering an odachi as long as a greatsword, he now wanders idly through the canyon. BOS, Steamed Bun's voice was thick with excitement. For a seasoned gamer, that word was pure magic.
Fall back.
Fall back, Ye Xiu suddenly shouted. The 2 were confused, but they obediently stepped back.
There's someone following us.
With that, Ye Xiu's Lord Grim also retreated, concealing himself behind the cliff face.
Who's there?
Chanru asked.
The BOS has been spotted. Someone will be here to kill it soon.
Ye Xiu answered while looking at the map on his screen again. Beside Lord Grim, Bao Zi did a quick forward roll, then immediately followed it with a backward roll.
Hey, Baozi, what are you doing?
Scouting.
So what did you see?
That blade is so long.
Good. Now listen up. This Boses's weapon has the reach of a greatsword, but the attack speed of a katana. Wait, we're the ones killing it.
Of course.
But someone's already shot.
Stealing a boss. I like it.
Is that a good idea?
It's people from Tyrannical Ambition. What are you waiting for? We can't go in yet. Why? How long have we been fighting this flame witch? Do you remember? 3.5 hours. So even if we go to kill it now, there's no way we'll finish before Tyrannical Ambition gets here.
So then,
Baozi already said so. We're taking it. Hey, keep it down.
Bao Zi quieted down at Ye Xiu's reminder, while Tang Ru had her soft mist peek over as well.
But there are only 3 of us. They can't have too many people either.
why?
Because Tyrannical Ambition's people are currently all mixed in with the other guilds. A wild boss says is a prize they absolutely don't want the other guilds to know about. So they can't mobilize many people. And the operation has to be small scale. That means the group coming to kill this BOS won't be large. What if there are a lot of them? Then we'll just have to post a message in the World Channel and make that money a whole lot more exciting.
Ha ha ha, boss, you're so wicked.
It's tactics.